We all know that Jesus died on the cross. Jesus' death and resurrection takes place at Easter time. At that time we have the astronomical event called the spring solstice. This event celebrates the arrival of spring and the return of life and rebirth after the winter period. Rebirth, the rebirth of nature, all thanks to the sun. The spring solstice was celebrated in many ancient cultures as a time of fertility and rebirth, and many modern holidays, such as Easter, have been influenced by traditions associated with this celestial event. Jesus represents the sun. He dies and is reborn at Easter during the spring solstice. His birth is placed on December 25th, just a few days before we have the vernal equinox, when in the northern hemisphere we have the longest night of the year. The peoples of the past believed that at this moment the sun faced the darkness and returned victorious, winner of the battle. And everyone was celebrating his return. Jesus has 12 apostles following him. The sun moves through the 12 zodiac signs throughout the year, spending approximately 1 month in each sign. The 12 months of the year. The seasons are 4, like the 4 Gospels. Jesus dies, resurrects, cross. Tammuz is a Babylonian god of fertility. According to Sumerian and Babylonian mythology, Tammuz, after his death, descended into hell and then rose again. The story of his death and resurrection was associated with the cycle of the nature, where winter death, Tammuz going into the hell, was followed by spring rebirth. Also, the Babylonian letter T symbol, which was identical to Christian crosses, was the symbol of the god Tammuz. Inanna, in Sumerian mythology, was the goddess of love, fertility, war and justice. According to legend, Inanna descended into hell, death of nature in winter, to confront her sister Ereshkigal, the queen of the dead. Inanna arrived in front of Ereshkigal. Inanna would be sentenced to death and impaled. However, thanks to the intervention of the god Enki, Inanna would be resurrected and brought back to life. Her death and resurrection represented the yearly cycle of nature and the rebirth of fertility. I could go on, and you would see that many of the fertility representatives have a spring festival, representing their resurrection from death, resurrected, and often either by crosses or similar symbols and placements. Baal was an ancient Semitic deity worshipped in various Near Eastern cultures, including the Phoenician and Canaanite. Phoenician mythology relates that Baal, the god of rain and agriculture, the god of death, even here, winter is coming, Mo. According to legend, Mo manages to kill Baal and bury him in the realm of the dead. Again, after the death of this god, there is the resurrection. There are many gods and symbols that have common stories in all religions. Clearly the religions have influenced each other, first of all Christianity, to make people with different faiths accept the new religion. They often resorted to a sort of absorption of their feasts, to spread the religion more effectively. Besides this, man has always looked at the sky, and studied its movements, much more than modern man thinks. The celestial bodies represented a way to orient themselves, to manage public life with their dates and manage harvests and festivals, and finally, believe it or not, many have looked at the sky for medical purposes, because they believed or they knew that celestial bodies influence living beings and therefore also their health. Thanks for watching.